This is the beginning portion of my vlog to try to get a supercharged LS2 motor inside of my 92 Camaro. Just finished taking out the entire K-frame, front frame, engine cradle, suspension, everything inside of the engine bay that will get in the way of adding the cradle is out, and now it's ready to get the new engine in, at least as far as the car is concerned. This is the engine that's going in the Camaro, supercharged LS2 Techo supercharger. Most people don't really know about this supercharger. I got it as a good deal from a guy on 3rd Gen. I don't know if he wants me to tell his name, so I'm not going to until maybe he starts seeing the YouTube video that starts coming up. He did a good job putting everything together. Very functional motor, very functional. I heard it run before I bought it. Heard it run in the car before I bought it. So didn't really have any major concerns when I bought it. So the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to potentially take out the brackets and the pulleys. I got a couple extra pulleys. Move this out of the way. I have a couple extra pulleys that I bought, and I have a polished water pump. I'm going to see if that's going to actually go on there to check and maybe start getting it to look good as well as it performs. I actually have to order some 415 to take care of some brake components, so I might as well, if I'm going to order the 415, I might as well take the time to paint up the brackets that he made for it and put in some new polished bolts. Try to just make it look good, slowly but surely. Today's task was to try to get the torque converter, Yank 3000 supercharged stall torque converter, onto the 4L80, get the 4L80 onto the motor. I don't know, so it's still a learning curve here. I've actually put some things together. I've put engines inside of motorcycles. I've helped put the small block that was in the Camaro originally. It was a 383 small block in it originally, but supercharger and the LS2 motor, 4L80 transmission. It's a bit of an undertaking for me. First one I've tried to do this. I've tried to read the living out of thirdgen.org, watch a ton of YouTube videos, try to get as educated as possible. So I've been doing over the last few weeks and years actually, because sadly enough, the Camaro has sat for over 15 years. Now trying to actually get everything together. What I did notice is after the torque arm's actually clicking so far down that I didn't realize that it was. Alright, that's 37, now 73. I think I'm going to put something in there to stop it from moving. Holding it ain't going to do it at 73 foot-pounds. Problem with YouTube, problem with live video, trying to figure stuff out when you don't know how to do it. So So what I ended up doing is grab one of my pry bars, took off the starter, which I knew was going to take off the starter anyway, and pried it in there so when it turns, that flex plate doesn't move anymore. I'm going in cross pattern, kind of like when you torque wheels on. There we go. Let's move that back around so I can get the pry bar up. We're going to need this again, so won't put it back in its case, I'll just leave it right there. Next is to try to get this torque converter on. Actually, I've already filled it with fluid. So everything I've read says you just have to make sure you put it in there so it locks against all the teeth in the torque converter. I already put it on there once as a test fit, and I actually put it against a flex plate as a test fit, so I'm on YouTube. So now let's just see if we can get this together. Oh, there we go. 2 clicks. So, the nub on the back of the torque converter is a little rusty from sitting around. See if we can clean it up a little bit. So, there we go. Transmission, flex plate, torque converter. Trying to think it through my head and make sure that I got everything correct. Trying to get them as close as possible. Unfortunately, let me figure out a way how I'm gonna get these to go without the engine spinning back around. So after getting it sized up, trying to make it mount, got it to go all the way forward. Have a problem with the ears in the back of the transmission hitting the exhaust. Whoever bought when I bought the transmission, they'd already done the passenger side, so now I need to do the driver's side. Alright, so got the transmission, made it up to the motor. So now I just have to bolt the torque converter to the flex plate, and I'm probably going to put in the transmission cross member so that when I put that on there, then I can bolt it into the car, and I think I'm done for this section. A little bit short, slowly but surely.